so much for being here in support of Tim. My name is Bridget Kelly. I'm the state representative for this area.
Who's your dad?
It depends. Do you like him? Yeah. My mom is Martha Tepe.
Everybody likes her.
But I'm really glad to be here today in support of Tim because Norwood is an incredibly special place to me. My mom's dad was the mayor of Norwood in the 1950s. My dad spent a lot of time on council. This is where I first learned how to knock doors, and so Norwood having a strong past and a good future, I think it's not just important for me and my family, but is important for every family of everybody who lives in Norwood. There are a lot of new people who are choosing to come here to raise their families here, and they expect for us to have a strong city and a bright future, and there's no one more qualified to move this city forward than Tim Maloney. So I'm really glad that he's running for mayor. You can clap for him. So I'm really glad that Tim is running for mayor for a couple reasons. One, I think it's really good to have somebody who is familiar with the past in order to create a better pathway for the future. And certainly with Tim's experience and being a lifelong Norwoodian and the treasurer for 20 years, I think he has the right skills and the best qualifications to be the mayor. Secondly, I think Tim is good at building relationships. And we know that governing and politics is really tough, particularly right now. But I think Tim is the best qualified person to build the relationships necessary in order to make sure that our city gets stronger and stronger moving toward the future. So thank you for everything that you've done already to support Tim. Clean out your couch cushions, empty out your purses. If you haven't donated yet, make sure to do that. Talk to your friends, your neighbors about why he's the best qualified. Walk in the Norwood Day Parade with him. Wear your Tim Maloney for Mayor t-shirts and talk about why you think he's the best qualified. But we're really looking forward to continuing to support Tim and get him elected Norwood's next mayor.
I like
it. It's always hard to follow that up. And in the words of Bridget, I've got a short 30-minute speech that I'd like to give right now. No, again, thank you to everyone that's here tonight. I really appreciate it. It's going to be a tough battle these next few months. And so I know some people pay attention what's on Facebook and some of the other social media things, and there's a lot of rock throwing right now. And as I've told most of you, we've chosen not to participate in that. And so I think we got a good plan, and I think it's going to be an awful busy 3 months for April and Sarah and many, many folks that are here. We're going to work hard, and I think we got a good plan. It's tough though to be patient right now, and that's the hardest thing right now is just to be patient and make sure we know what we're doing. You know, they asked me why I want to do this, and it's for several reasons. But the biggest is, and I think most people here agree, government is broken in Norwood right now, and we need to make it better. And whether it's being more responsive to people's needs, whether that's business or the community, whether we need to be more inclusive in our decision making, and whether that's with the labor unions, whether that's with businesses, whether that's with the community in general. We've got an awful lot of smart people that live here in Norwood, and we need to draw on those resources to help us make better decisions. And we also need to be effective in our jobs. And what that means to me is run the city in a more business-like fashion. And so to attract people, to make good decisions, include everybody, and make sure you're responsive to everybody's need, that's what we're going to be talking about a lot. Now, we're going to be talking about infrastructure, we're going to be talking about roads and buildings and all those things, but the main thing is to fix how we govern in the city. And I think I'm the guy that's going to do that. I think, as Bridget said, I've started and worked hard developing a lot of good relationships. And I've learned one thing in my business and professional career, it's relationships that make the world go round, right? And include the right people, and get stuff done. So, you know, we've got the parade this Tuesday, and Norwood Day, and the festival this coming weekend, and all those normal things that we do. And I'm sure a lot of you guys will help me with that. But then after that, you know, our plans are really kind of old school campaigning. An awful lot of knocking on doors, meeting people, an awful lot of literature, and things to make sure people know me, people know how distant I am from the current administration, and I'm part of decision-making process for my treasurer and tax group, and not so much with council, not so much with the administration. Those are other people's jobs, and so we're going to work hard to get one of those positions. So a couple other things. Right over here, we've most of you know we've been doing this this T-shirt thing. There's a television scrolling through. I think Sarah said there's 186 different pictures of people all over the world that have taken their pictures holding up the Tim Maloney T-shirt all over Cincinnati. And of course, I've taken a picture underneath every single street sign in the city. And so some have been posted on our Facebook page already. The rest will get posted on our website, which we hope, next week she's whispering to me. We hope that next week our website is up, and a lot of people get their information that way. So I would encourage you to be part of our T-shirt program. It's generating a lot of positive response in the community, and it's kind of fun. Plus, to be all honest, it's driving one of my opponents crazy that we're doing this.
That's good.
So a little bang for our buck, right? So thanks again for coming tonight, especially in this heat. Debbie says there's plenty of, my sister Debbie and Jean did all the food, and there's plenty of food left. There's certainly plenty of water, wine, beer, and soft drinks. And you know, make sure you enjoy that. Thanks to my family. Thanks to my work colleagues. A special thanks to Joe and Jean Sanker, whose great backyard this is, and all their hard work. I really appreciate that. And thanks to everybody else for showing up. So, eat, drink, and be merry, and we'll keep going.
Thank you, Tim.
Thank you.